What's up, guys? Welcome into the Nerding Out podcast, where we go over a couple of animes today. We are going over a couple of animes today, and then we're going to go over some new gaming releases. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. What's up, Charm City? Welcome into the stream. So, first and foremost, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. First and foremost, we will start getting started with the intros. So links, name, announcements, and what Dan powers would you have if you could have any? So I am Squall Rush, gamer, podcaster, and anime enjoyer. Hit the link tree, hit that buy me a coffee account if you would like to donate, just in case there's no donate button from wherever you're watching. Linktree has all my other links like YouTube, TikTok, Clapper, all that stuff, all the other platforms. And announcements. Tomorrow will be Brawlhalla Monday, so if you would like that game and you want to play with me, there will be some room for you. Hopefully. Usually there is. Usually, sometimes it gets lit, sometimes it doesn't. We'll see. I'm going on vacation this Friday, so starting from this Friday up until like next Wednesday, I'm not gonna have any streaming going on. I'm gonna be going to Hawaii those few days, so just a heads up there. And then other announcements. I'm working on a Pokemon TCG Pocket deck. This season's kind of weird. It's kind of hard to make good decks right now, good unique off-meta decks. But we'll see what I can cook up. Other than that, I would probably have Ira's hair power, because she's got the hair and I don't have any hair, so it'd be nice to regrow back some hair. That'd be sick. Alright, go ahead, take it away, 7 Ninja.
Right, I am 7Ninja7. You can find my game Jolt MeWe and Rumble. Should lead you right back to my Rumble channel. I am a ninja connoisseur, anime connoisseur, all things anime except Yaoi and Yuri. And whose power would I like to have? My power that I'd like to have. You see, I'm a really big person on movement. I really do like speed. I do think that Akabali Silky's thing is really cool, but when it comes down to it, he kind of has to reach out and then be able to move. Versus I just straight up want to go right then and there, you know. And so Turbo Granny's got it, above all. And Brockstrap, if he's not here, his channel is called Brockstrap55 on Rumble and on YouTube. Check it out. I'm gonna say he'd like to have GG's power, just to be different. Yeah.
You're not too far off.
Anything else you want to say? Go ahead.
No, well, okay. I'm currently bringing my groceries into the house. But yeah, Brockstrap55. Check me out on Rumble. I do a lot of streaming over there. Not so much on any other platforms, but I am there and I stream periodically. If you want to catch some Pokemon stuff on Rumble, that's me. I'm that guy. And yeah, just come check us out. On Thursdays, I also have a collaboration with Squara, so it's our Soul Link challenge that we're doing together, and it's rather difficult sometimes. Some days we're doing good, and other days we're not. So, but yeah, I think we're doing pretty good right now. So make sure to come check us out on Thursdays for that challenge run. And yeah, my powers would probably be pretty similar to Gigi. I just hope my clothes don't blow off every single time I do the power. His didn't last episode, so I don't think that comes along with it necessarily every single time.
Okay. All right, so that's and then the other person is Secret Cold Sauce. He's out grabbing some groceries for his cat right now. He streams on Twitch every, I don't know, whenever he feels like it, kinda, I guess. Sorry about that. Yeah, he streams on there. I don't know if he streams consistently or not, but just shoot him a file anyways. But besides that, I feel like his powers would be, he would probably be that disciple monk, just so he could get closer to Granny. I could definitely see that.
I can see it too. I can see it. Oh no. Oh, bro, that's crazy.
Alright, so that's the intros, and then we're gonna get into the anime segment. Alright, welcome back everybody. So for today we are going over a couple of Dan to Dan episodes, and then we are going over Apothecary Diaries. I think we can start with Apothecary Diaries first, and then we'll go on to the Dan to Dan episodes. Yeah, I'll give us a little rundown, Seven Ninja.
Hey. So, Apothecary Diaries is about a girl called Bao Mao, sometimes called the Dao Mao, who Apothecary, at least in this old China world, is by the way based in old China back when the old emperors and stuff like that, and with the women consorts. But anyway, back in those days, right? And so she's a healer. She's a person who does medicine. But an apothecary in this world, at least according to this show, is someone who's also a detective. They're also an inventor. They do a lot of stuff just trying to get their main job done. And so they're apothecaries. There is such a thing as a doctor, but what you'll see between these two is that an apothecary is someone who actively tests things out all the time, versus a doctor is someone who studies known medicine. So look at it that way. A doctor is a known medicine person, and an apothecary is someone who experiments. And also is a shade tree, or a what's the word I'm looking for? A entrepreneurial type of doctor in a way. So, but the main idea of the show is Mao Mao is trying to find value inside of she was trying to create her own value inside of the world of old China, so she doesn't die. Women do not have power in this world, so she's trying to get as much control as possible. It wasn't always that way, but as time goes on, she's trying to make sure that things are way well enough that she doesn't have to worry about getting killed by the emperor or anybody, really. That's my impression of her.
Okay, that makes sense. I was a little confused. I'm not gonna lie. Like the whole, like, cause I don't know, the way the show sets up the world is like, it kind of does grab your attention in like a weird way. It's like the way she describes men is like, oh yeah, all men are eunuchs here. It's like, wait, what? What the fuck am I watching? So that kind of throws you off for a loop. And then
don't they have eunuchs also, like on Game of Thrones and stuff? It seems like it's kind of an older royalty type of thing, to where the emperor might not want people necessarily as a rival.
Well, I haven't watched Game of Thrones, so I can't really say. But I can imagine so. It makes sense. You wouldn't worry about your men sleeping with your women.
Yeah, I could see that. So that's like an older emperor type of thing. Then I forget the reason why. Like, so they existed in like the world in the past or currently, but and that would kind of actually make sense.
So what did you guys? I mean, I doubt any of us are really like medicine people per se, but how did you guys like her deducing what a curse is, and how her detective work? How did you guys feel about her detective work?
You're talking about like the when she found out it was just from fireworks, right?
I'm talking about in general. I mean, we could start off with the lead white paint powder that they put on the women's faces and the children in the first couple of episodes, or the first episode, or we could talk about the poison fireworks, or the honey, the fish with the little girl. How did you guys feel about the detective work they did?
I can't really remember the detective work too much. All I know is like she was really badass when she found out like about the whole like the poison makeup that they put on the lady. That was pretty cool. Like how she just smacked the chick and then like picked her up by the hair. Like, oh, you really gonna do this to your lady and you love her this much? Like that was kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. I see. You could tell this guy watches Dragon Ball. But anyway, I'm messing with you. But so it was. I'm glad to see like she actually like it's not just a cat fight. It's not just regular fighting. We're seeing more mental scheme battles and her uncovering, everything that's happening in the palace. Seeing her, and she's got to deal with the politics of it. I mean, you've got two leading they're not court ladies, but they're not exactly Brockstrap, you were watching recently. Do you remember what they called them?
Concubine.
Concubine. So like head concubines having their own politics, the constant poisoning, and her having to figure out like if something is poison or not, or being a poison taster. Such a big deal. Especially, dude, the amount of people trying to kill you on a regular basis that you need to have a poison tester is crazy. I mean, it could be over anything, dude. Holy man. I couldn't imagine watching my food that much. I'd have to make it myself at that point.
Poison tester? Shit.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed the kind of the back and forth between some of the ladies, and even some, not even the ladies, but like the youngest concubine had her own ladies like teasing her all the time, and like it's just a weird dynamic between everybody. It's not something that we really go through nowadays, or at least not to that same degree. So like it's interesting just watching all the inner workings of I would say the different sects of people all within the same area. And yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting idea. I did like the politics kind of back and forth. Like, all right, what do I have to say this time? Or what information do I leave out for my own self-interest? How can I lead people to this point without really showing them that I'm smart enough that I've already figured it out? So I don't know. I understand not wanting to like have to work more necessarily, but it definitely was a good show.
I think the biggest overarching.
I got a question.
What's up?
So, all right. So, a poison tester. All right. There's no way these people are gonna get qualified for health insurance, which means this has got to be a high-paying job. What kind of lifestyle do these guys are they able to maintain? How much are they getting paid?
Let's see. In their case, well, we don't exactly see how much money Mao Mao gets. We just are aware that she's working with the head concubine or one of the head concubines, and so she's living in a somewhat luxurious life.
Is this like a slave type situation?
Maybe the first couple of days. I do think if you guys are pretty far enough in season 1, I do believe she gets out of the service per se, but she goes back in as a more of a worker at this time. So more or less in this case for with the people, they might go in working under the concubines for their families, and so in a way their family is getting that money. In the case of Mao Mao, because
they used to do that in ancient Rome.
In the case of Mao Mao, though, she might personally be getting paid, but as far as I'm aware, we don't really ever see her show any coin. She seems to be aware to some degree how much things cost, but again, as I'm aware, we don't ever see her show any money. It's more like a off-screen type deal. I would say though, but considering what she is one of the she's a head lady. She's not head lady. She's a lady in waiting, which means that in this case she would still be greater or have a greater value than, let's say, someone who works in the peasant area or who works as a assistant to the ladies in waiting. I don't remember that. Where was I?
The other
Well, where was
ladies did try to go easy on her too, and not have to have her do as much. It kind of depends on who your quote unquote co-workers are. So, like, some ladies in waiting for one concubine acted completely different than the group of ladies in waiting that she was part of. So, like, they took it easy on her just because they knew what her job was. But also, being the apothecary, it was a lot easier for her to determine which foods and which drinks actually did have poison in them. So, like, and she also built up resistances to them as well, dealing with them day in and day out. So, like, it wasn't as hard on her as her, again, quote unquote, co-workers thought, but they also made it to where, so, like, I wouldn't say that she got paid well, but she kind of got extra benefits in some regard.
Yep, 100%. But yeah. I think the overarching theme, though, of, and I believe they say this in season 1, is that ignorance kills. I mean, literally, like, everything they see when someone gets weak or dies or something, it's a curse, it's a ghost, or they're possessed. And a lot of it's just, science. If you just knew what this thing did, you might actually live through this, but because you just don't know, it could be anything. And they're certainly superstitious back then, too, so it could be anything. But we're also kind of seeing the beginning of a world where they're starting to demystify a lot of things. It's starting to understand the truth of what's actually going on. And so I think that's a good thing to see, a transition. Any questions, Squall? I can probably answer.
No, not really. I mean, like, what kind of deductive reasoning did she do for the fireworks part? Because, like, at first, at the end of, like, episode, I think it was, like, episode 4 or something, and it was at the end of one of the episodes where it was, like, it shows his hands and he's cursed, blah, 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 and it looked really scary. Like, it looked like this is going to be a really big thing. And then, like, at the beginning of, like, the next episode, it's just like, oh, did the fire do this? Did the fire do that? It changed colors. Oh yeah, it's just whatever chemicals was on the fireworks at the time. So it didn't really look like much to me there.
The thing is that we know Mao Mao has a lot of information because of her adopted father called Lumen. Because of her adopted father, she does actually know a lot of information. So when we hear her say, it's because of the chemicals and the fires, I'm like, oh yeah, well, of course she would know that. To some degree, she should know that because of Loman. And Loman was he was the doctor at one point in time. So Yeah, I feel like you would know that. But as far as like knowing the chemicals and stuff, like I think she said that she smelt some chemicals in the fireworks at some point in time. So there's a possibility that that's what it was. That's what it was, because she's got a nose for it. She's got a very clear sense of when something has poison in it or not, and so that's what I think happened.
Okay.
Brockstrap, do you have any questions I might be able to answer?
No, I followed it pretty well for the most part. It definitely would seem kind of annoying that it was one of those animes that like you kind of have to go back past the initial 6 to understand like more and more, and like the question that Squall maybe had wouldn't have been a question had we gone past. Fortunately, I was able to get past. I kind of actually like the anime a lot. I'm gonna finish it probably, but it definitely is one of those. Right, it's one of those that like you just get more and more information about the main character like as the story progresses, and yeah. So I don't know. I could see why those questions are that way, but I don't necessarily have any questions myself. I watched, I think it was Detective Conan or Case Closed or something like that.
Yes,
a while back.
Case
It was
Closed.
always kind of it was always kind of fun watching those deductive skills too. So like when I saw something similar the first few episodes with her, and I also like how she kind of words things specifically to like protect herself too. So the one time she's like, oh, it's only conjecture, of course, or like any time that she doesn't want to say anything as a definite, just to kind of give herself some wiggle room too, is always kind of interesting to watch. So yeah, she definitely wants to protect herself, but she's not afraid to actually like lead people there.
Yeah, especially
Speaking of Detective Conan, is that still going on? I heard it was. Is it still going on?
Let's see.
To my knowledge, it is.
Is Case Closed
That show's old, dude.
still running?
Yes, dude, holy
Case
crap.
Closed is still running. Holy shit! Man,
Longer
that's gonna
than
be
One
longer
Piece?
than One Piece.
Well, Toss, you know what you gotta watch though? Detective Conan. But yeah,
how many
like
episodes does Case Closed have? Over 1,100 episodes as of
No, I
late
gotta
2025.
watch this Apothecary Diaries show.
oh. Well, you can tell us about it next time, Nerding Out.
You said they was like politicians, and they was like talking about what they was gonna tell the people, and like that sounds, man, that shit happens, bro. They do that shit.
Really about politicians, but it was just like the culture and the peasant that some of these lower level people have to do.
Politics, but
I
it's
got
not politicians.
I got you. Yeah, that's why I keep trying to get y'all to watch One Piece, man, because y'all see, it's just the fucking government in the real world is the same way. If y'all would just watch One Piece, man, I'm telling you.
No, you didn't say that. You said it's Stockholm
Nah.
syndrome.
I know, man. I know what I'm saying, all right? I'm not supposed to let the secret slip, but whatever. I did it.
You're telling me there's
Out
no
there.
good episodes as a person who enjoys the show.
I gotta do what? Say that again?
I said you're telling me to watch the show that you personally say yourself has no good episodes.
Hey, that is absolutely not true. I've never said that it has no good episodes. I said you need to fast forward your ass off through that show. Almost everything pre-time skip don't need to be there. I don't know why he started off that far behind. But no, we got too far off subject. Let's go back to
I watched it when it first started coming out.
The show you had to watch as you were growing up, because I can't do it now. It's just not happening. Anyway, so how did you guys feel about
started One Piece too, like 2 years ago.
now we're good. What? We're good. I'm not worried about that. What did you guys think about dude, I don't even know what specific episode that would be. How do you guys feel about Jinchi and Jinshi? I'm talking about the purple haired dude.
Oh, okay.
It's Jinshi, and the Emperor. How do you guys feel about the Jinshi and the Emperor? I believe that's in season 1. You should have some idea about that. I don't know if it's episode 10 though.
What did they have? Some sort of like thing, like scene or something together that you're referring to, or just them as characters?
Okay, that's further on. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Yeah, that's further on. You wouldn't know about that. It kind of hints at what's going on with them, but as far as they're not gay, but it hints at what's going on with them. But like, I don't think they fully say anything until maybe season 2. So,
Okay.
Oh, speaking of being gay, I might be working security on weekends at Splash soon.
we'll lose cold sauce every once in a while.
That was random.
It was.
What's it called? I get the
because
feeling
Splash
that
is a gay club. That's why.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's just random that you brought that up. I know that's a gay club.
Well, I was talking to the owner last night while me and Black were there, and then like I asked him about it because I was, I kind of want a weekend gig and shit, and then he came, he like got his head of security to come talk to me. I had a whole interview while I was drunk as fuck, and then they took my number down.
Oh, you got a job. Nice. You got another job.
Yeah.
You already have a job though. That just
Yeah, I know,
further
but
goes on to how random that is. The more you explain about that story.
yeah, but no, I haven't right now. But I mean,
Let's
I'm
not go any further.
So
not
I
go-
never show up. It's not like I'm getting any money from it, really. So if I get another job,
Okay.
All right. Anyway,
Congrats.
Apothecary Diaries.
Yo, I get the feeling that the purple haired dude's not even a eunuch, bro. He's way too suggestive all the time.
That's kind of his job, though. Like, he's got to test them to see if they are loyal to the Emperor. Because he's
He's got to test what?
Test the women. It's not necessarily the he's not necessarily worried about like the maidens that are back there, but it's the concubines that he's more worried about. And so he's got to test them with his looks to see if they will falter towards him. And it could also be if he does care to some degree about the women that are just assistants, it might be just so he's testing them to see if they will fall for him, because he has to kick them out of the palace. Otherwise, there's a possibility that a eunuch can get them pregnant.
How?
I don't know how, but I know it's a big deal. No, not pregnant, but them falling in love with the eunuch is not something they want happening.
Oh, okay.
They don't- Because feelings are still there.
Yeah.
So,
Interesting job. That's good.
that's what his job is.
Yeah, I have a feeling like
Some girls
like,
aren't off limits. Some girls aren't off limits for him, but it's just like, that is his main job.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have a feeling that like him and like the main character kind of like have a thing for each other.
It might be one way right now.
Huh?
It might be one way right now. Rockshot, I don't mean to cut you off. If you got something to say,
No, not necessarily, but what Squall's putting down. And I got far enough too to where I think she started figuring something out, and I'm not. I have a few thoughts, but I don't want to ruin anything for anybody who hasn't caught up with us yet.
Oh, go for it. Go say your piece, bruh.
So, getting further in, there is one concubine that kind of ages out, and she has to leave the what the hell is it called? The back what ninja?
not lower court. It's the back.
The rear palace. She has to leave the rear palace, and
Yeah, rear palace.
there's a interesting kind of thing that the apothecary gal Momo or Mau Mau, she had a fleeting thought, and I kind of saw it as she saw it too, and I'm like, oh, okay. maybe there's some secretive stuff going on here. Maybe he's not necessarily a eunuch. I don't know. But it'll be interesting to go forward and see if my thoughts are actually correct or not.
Which guy are you talking about that might not be the eunuch?
The same one you're thinking, the purple hair guy.
Oh. Genji?
I think it's Jinshi with a J. Jinshi.
Jinshi.
I forgot what his head. It's not a butler, but it's his head eunuch. I forgot what his name is. It starts with a G. Yeah, I don't know how to say his name, but Jinshi's the one with the purple hair.
Okay. I do like how they when it goes into her head, like she explains stuff in her thoughts. Look, actually, her just explaining stuff in general. I like some of the explanations, like when the emperor like first spoke out to her, and she was about to leave because she like did her duty or whatever, and then she was like, "Yeah, you're famous, right?" And then she's like, "Huh, this is the first time the emperor's ever addressed me personally." And then the emperor gives her the job, like proposes her the job to figure out what's going on with like one of his was it mistresses, concubines, like the ladies.
I think it's
yeah
Lifa.
yeah the chick who's poisoned, right? He tasked her with the task to figure out what's poisoning her. And like she goes into her inner monologue of like, okay, so he's the emperor. Emperor's word is like same as word of God, basically. Like to turn this down means like he has grounds to behead me, basically. So I have to like, even though he's just asking, like I have to say yes. It's basically an order or death type of thing. Well, like what did confuse me is like when she's over there trying to figure shit out, like those maids, whatever they are, they're just like being hella mean to her and like not letting her near her or anything. It's like when I'd be like, yo, the emperor sent me, bro. Like let me over there, like that's what I would do.
It's something about court politics. And I think inherently it comes back to, I'm not trying to draw too much attention to myself, but this is an order from the emperor. I have to do what I can. But also it comes back to the idea, remember, she doesn't say everything she could say to protect herself. But it's possible that when she could say something to Jinshi, she could get him to actively do something, or even the emperor, but she isn't trying to get them killed. Because to some degree, she knows they're trying to protect her. So not everything is done with malice intended. So she's aware of that, and she's not trying to get anyone killed. But at the same time, she's got to do her job. So she did the best she could with what she could, and so Jinshi assisted her, which is probably what would have eventually happened anyway.
Not just to go.
I think anyway.
Yep. That was cool. And then I did like the explanation. I did like the explanation of like why her freckles disappeared that one time when she was like all dolled up. Jinshi comes in and is like, "Oh, you put makeup on to remove your freckles." Like, nah, they just fell off. The makeup fell off, and he's just like, "What?" And then like she's like, "Ah, damn it, I should have just went along with it." And then like when she explained like why she put on freckles, I was like a little confused by the explanation, but like I had like the sense of, oh shit, the show's actually deeper than it like is portrayed to be,
Yeah, it was out of protection for herself to some degree. And going back real quick, I'm not sure, my phone might have cut out or something, but going back to the ladies being mean to her, it could have been out of ego. Like, how dare you think you know how to take care of our mistress better than we do kind of situation. So it's not even necessarily malice or anything like that, like Ninja was saying, but it could just be ego to some degree.
Yeah, to me it's just like, you commoner, why are you even here around us in our presence?
Right.
That's kind of how
Exactly.
I saw it. But it's just like, to me, it's like, dude, they're defying the emperor's word, you know? Like, it's like you're defying God right there. Like,
I think it's also like the emperor, because he asked her to do it instead of, you know, ordering it through some kind of network or whatever, because he doesn't do that, she kind of doesn't have the power in this case. She could say, yeah, the emperor ordered me to do this, but as far as we're aware, this could have been Jinchi, this could have been anybody, this could have been her just showing up at one day. So it's not like there's anything official, at least according to the show.
Weird. I would figure just like her being in the like there by presence should be like satiable enough, you know? Like, okay, this actually was like in order or something. I don't know. Someone correct me if I'm wrong.
The only answer, and you know, Brock, if you think I'm right, let me know. The only answer I have to this is that like the cured concubine is one of those friendlier ones, and so she's like, well, you know, my baby was saved. Let me send Mao Mao to assist her because maybe what helped me will help her. I think
to some degree
she would do that. I think she would do that. And so they're like, well, this outsider, this girl from her things is trying to, you know, like the ego thing, like you said, is trying to step in our territory. So they had an issue with that. Again, like I said before, it wasn't official. We just know that the emperor said something. And we know that the emperor will not outright act on every single person for whatever political reason. He just won't do that. So there's a reason he didn't outright do it, cause her to go there herself. But it might also be because we know that Mao Mao always tries to protect herself, that he was like, okay, I won't actually put her in harm's way, but I will ask her to do this. That could all be connected.
Okay. So she, like, basically, like, my point is, like, the concubine sounds like a pretty high up there chick, you know? Like, her actually having access to be in the same room as her, like, do you need, like, special permissions to even be there? Or can, like kind of commoners can show up as they please or something?
So, from what I understand is you have to be hired, or you have to be hired by the head concubine or sent by the family. So Mao Mao got hired by I'm so close to her name. It's like starts with a G, but Mao Mao got hired by her because she saved her baby in her life. But then there's cases where Yoko. Somewhere in between that. It has a B in there somewhere. But she hired her, right? But there also seems to be cases where you can come with people. What's her name? The purple hair chick, not the older one, but the next one we see, who has a kind of put offish, you know, stuck up look to her. She comes with her own people. So it's it depends on which way it happens.
What? Episode 5, the explanation was that basically she was like around brothels like a lot, and as a kid, and like sometimes like the people who wouldn't get satisfied at the brothels, so they would pick up on uglier girls. Am I getting the explanation?
It could have just been access. It could have just been access thing. Like yeah, like maybe they didn't quite get what they wanted out of it. So like maybe they just go, well, they leave the brothel and since they're unsatisfied, they go after just basically anything, right? So she wanted to be less desirable than other things.
So the freckles made it was like a less desirable trait.
It might have been back then. I don't know. I don't think it matters, but I mean,
they cared a lot about purity, and so freckles could be a sign of blemishes and issues. So yeah.
Yeah, so once that explanation happened, I was like, oh shit, this show is actually kind of deeper than I expected, you know.
Right.
If you're season 3, dude. Oh my god. Where's season 3? Anyway. But yeah, it's you'll certainly learn more about Jinshi in season 2. Like they have like a whole section that that dude's crazy. Like he's like not crazy as in mentally, but that dude's crazy. But outside of that, do you guys have anything else? Unless you want to shoot over to Dan, you got any more questions you'd like to ask me or Rockshop? You already know.
No, I'm pretty good, man. I'm solid. I like the show. I'll probably keep watching it.
Does Lacey like it? Have you watched it at all?
No.
No, I got you.
You guys didn't watch it together.
Probably just didn't have time.
Yeah. I wasn't that big of a fan of the show. I'm not gonna lie. It's I can see why people would like it though. It's just a me personally thing. Like the show is pretty deep. It's a different type of anime, and like especially those people that like slice of life animes. Like this is like loads better than fucking what is that annoying show? Reincarnated as a vending machine. Like wait, like light and day, bro. Like light and day between those two.
Why do you hate me so much, man? Shit.
The show is so dumb, bro.
I love hilarious. I love, man, that show is great. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh man.
Yeah, this show is way better than that for sure. I mean, like it still wasn't my cup of tea, but I can see why people would like this show. It's very different, very out there, very real, very unique. And like there were parts where it was interesting, for sure. That when I was watching, like unbiased opinion, I'd give it a solid. Like from the first 5 episodes, probably like a 7.5 to 8 out of 10. If I'm unbiased, but biased opinion, probably like a 6.5 out of 10.
That shows a core memory for Squall.
I watched it like 2 times, bro. I watched that show twice just to remember it. I couldn't remember much of it.
Right.
I got a little core memory. Right. I guess we're talking. Oh, I guess I should. So I really liked the show. Again, I wanted to talk about this nerding out because I was like, we haven't really done a female lead. Well, we had Dan, but like Okarun's kind of main character. Jinshi isn't as much of a main character as Okarun is. So I was like, we haven't really had a main female character anime on the podcast.
Right.
So I said, let's try that out. Let's see what happens. And since it's not really an action show per se, I was like, let's see where this goes for the podcast. And I like the conversation, so I'm glad to hear that. Can't wait to see how Brock feels about season 2.
Yeah, I'll get there. It's gonna have to be I'm gonna have a hard time trying to like do streaming and everything else, and like watching the other animes we're supposed to. It's one of the ones that I will prioritize though when I do get free moments to like actually watch a show. So it might take me a bit longer to get to season 2 than I want, but I'll definitely try and make some headway.
Damn, you liked it that much.
I didn't watch it with
huh?
Lacey. She might like it. I mean, I don't know if she liked it.
I liked it.
Try to see if your wife would like to watch it with you. That way you have you and her time when you're doing it.
No, I'm sure she wouldn't mind doing it at all.
Alright, what's your rating out of 10, Brock?
I'll probably give it like a. Well, I mean, okay, so but like, what are we grading it? Just like what we like about it in general, or like, I'd say animation's probably like a 6. I'd say story's probably 9. It's definitely more story driven than anything. Not a whole lot of action at all. It's not really, as Ninja likes to put it, shonen encoded. but the story, it's definitely story driven. All things considered, I think I'd probably put it like a 6.5 to 7. It's not the greatest thing ever, but like it's the most interesting one story wise that I've seen in a while. So like I can give an anime like a 9 and not find it like super duper interesting, but like just because I'm giving it a lower score, it doesn't mean that it's like the worst thing I've ever seen. I definitely do want to keep watching, but I don't know. I'm not going to say it's like the best thing in my life I've ever seen. It's just one of those that like, oh, this really caught my eye. I'm going to finish it out.
And actually, it's 100 out of 10.
I actually think the animation was pretty good. It's just there's not much fighting. There's no fighting scenes to like have all the quick, like nice movements and stuff. So there's a lot of that. There's like some of it's like, oh, it's gonna like steal or pan the same still image, kind of glossing over it, moving it just slightly across the screen while she's thinking. Like animation's not bad, but there's other moments too to where they kind of take a really easy shortcut. Huh.
Yeah. For me, it was a long period before I actually ever watched this anime. I saw it like every once in a while. Someone would be like, "Hey, you should check this out." You know, and I was like, it's not something I normally check out, but I'll check it out. And I liked it so much that I went to season 2 and I watched all of season 2. I can't wait for a season 3. I mean, like you said, the animation could be better. It still frames and stuff kind of gets old, but again, they're talking like 90% of the time anyway. So like, you really ain't gotta do much there.
Right.
So I'm gonna give it an 8.5. I liked it a good deal, so that's how I feel. And Cold Sauce, he's gonna give it a 0 until he actually watches it. So yeah.
Wow.
You ain't speaking for me on this one. I'm giving it a 8.25.
Nice.
Sure.
Well, I mean, like some talking shows can still have good animation, like Death Note, like had like the most dramatic talking scenes ever. Like he
and I will eat this chip.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to bring that up. the chip scene, bro. I'm gonna write with my right hand and study with my left hand, or like what in the bag. Or what's called studying with my right hand and write names in the Death Note with my left in the chip bag and take a chip and eat it. All dramatic and shit. Yeah, they could easily do that in other like other non-fighting shows,
Right.
Yeah. All right, we can move on to Dan. So Dan episode. See, we last left off on nerding out on episode 8 when they had the training segment with Turbo Granny and the big cliffhanger right after that. And so episode 9 is the showdown between Okarun and Gigi.
Hey, I'm actually gonna leave.
No, stay. Spoilers. We want to spoil it for you, bro.
Yeah, we
I don't want the spoilers.
All right, so Gigi gets his ass whooped completely. His head blocked off. He's destroyed, bro. Got destroyed.
It was crazy. I couldn't believe the beatdown was so bad, man.
Yeah, straight up.
And he's married.
Like in 2 seconds, bro.
And he's married? Oh, no way. That's spoilers for me.
What, you saw that episode, though?
I must have dozed off.
I'm just kidding, Hunter. You can take off if you need to.
Yeah, get out of here.
Have a beautiful time.
I guess he's staying. So yeah, so this is gonna be spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen episode 9 of Dan, but this will be episode 9 review. So basically, the big cliffhanger at the end of episode 8 was that Okarun just finished like figuring out how to do multiple hits movements within 1 second or 1 point in time. like because he was moving way too slow for Gigi. Basically, Gigi was moving like he wasn't doing anything. Like he wasn't moving faster. He was just doing more things within a certain time frame. And Okarun wanted to figure out how to do that too, because he's got Turbo Granny's speed, which makes him super fast. He should be faster than he is. He just doesn't know how to use that speed to its max potential. So he learned how to do it. I'm still kind of confused on how he learned to do it myself, but he learned how to do it. And then there's this big, crazy, epic, like cliffhanger moment where Okarun's like, all right, Gigi, bring him out. I'm ready to take him down. And then like, Gigi's all right, you better take care of him, Okarun. And then like sick ass camera angles, sick ass animation of how he's about to go like one-on-one with Gigi's like evil eye spirit, and then like cliffhanger. So we all had speculations of what was gonna happen. I think 7 Ninja, you said that it was gonna be high diff, Gigi would win. And we were suspecting, I think you were suspecting that it was gonna take the whole episode, right?
I mean, it looked like, because again, we know Okarun, like, he can move, but he can't fight. Like, we haven't actually seen him throw a punch once. And it was still right. He hasn't thrown a single punch. Now, he's got feet for days, but I wouldn't know if I would say he's kicking as much as he was just blocking an attack.
He's kind of throwing punches. Doesn't he do like the uppercut thing? Like he gets
he
up
does
and
like
hand,
that. Double hand
exercise
punch thing.
even that double hand exercise that he does. Yeah, he does that, but he hasn't really punched anybody yet. Like he hasn't thrown an actual punch. Which I guess it doesn't. I'm kind of glad they didn't show him actually throwing a punch, because we never see him actually learn how to fight. I'm hoping he will get to see that sooner or later. But I kind of thought it would be a little bit longer. Didn't have to be Dragon Ball speed, where it takes like 6 episodes to throw a spirit bomb.
Right.
You know, it's something like at least half an episode of them actually fighting would have been cool. Just to see like how good he is, and then like, you know, I wanted to see his full transformation from past Okarun to I know how to do this now. I'm that guy. So I kind of wanted to see that transition. But more or less what we had now was, at least they're worried about runtime or something like that. At least with this, it was kind of pretty fast, and I was not disappointed because we kind of saw him learn how to use her power pretty fast. But I always felt like Gigi was like a straight up menace, and the reason he was as good as he was is because that guy, the demon itself, was as good as it was. And so I kind of wanted to see I wanted to see a battle between them, not whatever that was.
You know, I kind of like. I think I did suspect that it was gonna be like a short battle, but I think I don't know who won that one. It looked like Okarun won, but lost because like he went all out and like lost his powers. So he couldn't go back into that state. But if he stayed in that state, you know, I feel like he could have won. He was like basically winning that whole fight, you know. I would like to give myself some kudo points because that fight was short, you know. Like I've seen anime moments where they do hype up a fight so bad like that, and then it ends up being just like some quick short fight, you know. So I did come up with that idea. But besides that, like the fight was pretty cool. It was pretty awesome. I wish it was longer for sure, but I kind of had a feeling it was gonna be quick. But who do you guys think won that fight between Gigi and Okarun?
If Okarun would have been in his prime, like full, like not used a single throttle, and he fought him, 100% he would have won that. But it's guaranteed that Gigi outlasted him, completely outlasted him. And so he won the rage bait, but he knew he was going to lose that, guaranteed right then and there. As soon as he lost the power, it was over. So Gigi won that on endurance alone.
Okay. what's it called? What'd you guys think of the fight? Did you guys like it? Was it too short? Was the animation good enough for you guys?
It's a foreshadowing of what's to come. His strongest move seems to be, I mean, he kind of has always been going full throttle anyway, but to see him actually go for that boost of speed where everything goes black and red, we're seeing a foreshadowing of what his powers are going to come. I also kind of like the idea that Turbo Grannies was on his back the whole time. So like I heard someone say like she's a good luck cat, so it kind of gave him some luck there, which might explain why he didn't die in the first place. But it was kind of cool to see Turbo Granny on his back, being his coach and stuff like that. And I want to see more of that actually, like him actually learning the power. I really want to see more of that.
What did you think of the fight,
I
Brock?
thought it was that's pretty good. I can't really say it a whole lot better than Ninja did. I'm hoping to see, because there's going to be a rematch, because that's the whole reason why why Evil Eye isn't like actually going psychotic while he comes out. So there's a build up, there's this tension like going forward that we know it will happen. Well, I guess we don't know for certain it will happen, but that's like the premise, right, that they're setting. So like Ninja was saying, if that's like what we got a little taste of, and then finally eventually like the showdown will happen, I think it'll be pretty good.
Yeah, I did like the new little like kind of a silhouette version of Okaroon, like where he's kind of like in black and white and red scribbles, and like you just see like a crazy like smile and then the circle eyes, like right. A silhouette version of him. That was a pretty cool like animation that they added in there. Like it's like, oh shit, he's really beating ass right now, like whenever they do that thing, and then like they did a close up, and then they like shifted it from the crazy smile look to the eyes now become like squinty, kind of like an angrier but still kind of like a demon smile type of thing. So it was pretty cool, like that little effect they added. It just meant to me like, okay, he's actually leveled up here. He's leveled up. What did you guys think about the rage bait scene afterwards?
I love that he not only did he summon I'll say this. Okaroon, whenever he's like in a battle, he's the most confident dude ever. It's like a total night and day difference compared to what he's like when he's at school. He's super confident. He's got all the plans. He's ready. And so to see him do that, like it somewhat doesn't surprise me because of all the times before. But it was kind of cool to see him step up and be ready to have a plan just in case, because it was over, dude. He had to do something in that moment, and he was ready. So, he had to save his girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. I did like that. That he planned that from the start. Like they had the little flashback of like when he like an episode or two before when he was like practicing punches and stuff, and then like Momo was like talking to Granny like, did y'all plan this? And then Granny was like, no, he did. And then like they were talking about like how basically Okaroon thought that Gigi's Evil Eye was having fun destroying and killing people. So if he is strong enough to not die, but strong enough to like battle him, and like the Evil Eye would have fun and be his friend as well, and then he can propose this idea to not destroy and kill anymore, and he'll be the only person that he can kill. So that was, and then like, I mean, it looked like he was just doing. It looked like at first glance, before having that explanation, it just looked like a guy from medieval times, a kid from medieval times, like who never been trolled in his life, never been rage baited in his life, is in a present time talking to a kid who knows about trolling and rage baiting, and it worked on him, but he actually planned this, he actually planned this out and like was like, no, I need to be strong enough for him to not want to kill anyone again, and I'll be the only guy he can fight. So like it was a really good moment on how it all tied together. It's like in the moment that they showed the conversation, like a couple episodes, they just left out the whole conversation, you know. So that was a really nice trick that they did there. And then it kind of goes back to, I remember, I think Seven Ninja, you like back in season 1, like you were talking about like how everything you see in one episode will return again in future episodes, and like they always tie things together, and like it's like I don't think we've seen much of that in season 2, but like this is like a perfect like perfect what's the word, a perfect moment where they actually did that. Example, it was a perfect example of where they tied things together in season 2 again.
Yeah. I love the bargaining item that Gigi's like, hey, you know, this is my proof that I won't attack Momo or anybody again. He straight up gives him his underwear, like no shave or nothing. Just like, hey, here. I'm like, ain't no way, dude. That couldn't be me. I couldn't accept that. Ain't no way.
Wait, what?
Hey, when the Evil Eye gives him his underwear,
oh,
the bargaining chip, I was rolling. I was rolling, dude. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was gross, bro. And Okarun actually took it too. Like, yeah, I'll take it. I accept.
Man, and then like everybody saw his junk like afterwards. All those women, dude.
I mean, I think the girls were looking away, but except for Granny. I think Granny's the only one just kind of like, yeah, this is normal.
Well, let's see. There was also the cubes, so like replacing the house, because like their battles, he smacked the crap out of Gigi into that house, dude. That thing, it was alright before. It could have survived before. They could have done something, and then he kicked him into that thing, and that place got eviscerated. I was like, bro, I'm trying to save this place. It was cool to see Gigi's parents though. Come back and want to try to help out after, you know, finding out where Gigi was and all that. It was kind of cool to see them bring back wood and all that, even though they couldn't help out because the alien cube stuff was that good. I kind of want to try that stuff out, dude. You could build anything into that. Man,
right?
With imagination.
Stuff with that. I know, bro. Shoot, let me make a gaming laptop out of that. Let me make some stuff out of that, bro. Let me make some stuff out of that real quick.
Make a new house on some desolate wasteland, not wasteland, but like you can build your own house somewhere where there's nothing, and then boom, you own your own house.
There's own water system and everything, dude. And
I'm kind of sad that Hunter didn't watch episode 9 because we got that scene where like the Granny, Turbo Granny, and Momo were like relaxing in a spa, and like I know you guys saw like the big old cleavage from Granny hanging out there. I know you guys saw that shit.
Yeah. I know, man. Hunter's got something to watch.
I know.
I love that they brought the mannequin. I love that they brought the mannequin in with them. The mannequin? There was a mannequin in every scene.
I think the mannequin was there.
Yeah. I'm surprised Ira didn't go. I thought Ira was going to show up at some point. But yeah.
I mean, what's like? I thought like I don't understand Granny's deal on not accepting help from anyone ever, but like she finally gives in here in this episode. Like I thought it was cool when she turned down the payment from Okarun in Okarun's story to Gigi. How she was like, nah, just pay it forward instead of paying it back. Like that was pretty cool, but I just don't understand like them being in the situation that they are in. You know, the house has been completely destroyed, and Like Momo's like has a part-time job and it's like, here's some payment. Nah, I don't need it. We don't need it. And then like the friends are coming over to help build her house back. Nah, it's fine. We don't need it. It's like, bro, your granddaughter needs a roof over her head, like in a bed to sleep in. Like, accept something for once, goddamn it, you know. And then like I don't understand the reluctance to it.
I mean, she could be. It could literally be something as simple as I'm the adult. I've got to find my own way. She is her grandma. You know, certainly seen that in family dynamics before. So it could be that. Also, could be some PTSD we know nothing about. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, it could be.
Some unexplained stuff that will be explained in the future.
And there's also the possibility, you know, Okrun and them are like young and stuff like that, and so she didn't want to really get anything from him because, like, you know, he's still learning. There's that idea of that, but then again, I mean, the alien guys should be as old as her. But at the same time, if she's keeping it the same way, keeping it consistent, like maybe those two things are connected.
Okay. You know, not a bad hypothesis. Is you know that we have seen elements of that in the show so far. Like I think the episode prior when the monk was like saying to the granny, we're over our heads, like we gotta call it quits. Like, and that wasn't the first time that someone in the show has said that, you know, like Momo has said that one time before. And like Granny's response to Momo was like, you know, you might be right. Then they called the Exorcist band over, and then this time around when the monk said it, it's like she had conviction that like we're the adults, like we gotta make sure that the kids know that everything's gonna be all right. Like we gotta make sure that the world's perfect to them, you know. But like even though like the monk had the last word there, you know, like it made it feel like that he actually won the conversation, that her conviction was actually starting to like falter a little bit, you know, especially with that part at the end with like her smoking the cigarette. It's like halfway out, and then like at the end of that scene, it's like a close up of the cigarette and the ash falls off of the cigarette right then and there after that conversation's over. It just gave me the feeling that like her conviction is faltering here, like it's wavering, just like the cigarette's like dying, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at it though, everything that everything that Momo's been going through though has been getting worse and worse over time. And before it might have been ain't really that big of a deal. She could kind of handle it. But I mean, Gigi has been an issue. Like, he wasn't a issue per se as Evil Eye, but there was always something going on with Gigi that lasted the majority of the season. So a lot of time has passed, in between like the start of that to here. Again, she's still remembering. A lot of time has passed for us, but she's still remembering that, like, not too long ago, Momo was dealing with Turbo Granny. She was looking for the ball. Dealing with because odds are high. Momo's talked to her about it sickly. You know, we know that the grandma tries to keep herself from stressing over everything and tries to keep everything positive. But like, the more and more she's dealing with Momo and the spiritual stuff she's dealing with, I think it's starting to wear on her, and so you're starting to see it around like episode during the time with the monk, that it's just like it's taking a toll on her. It's not really, again, like she's, as far as we're aware, we know that she deals with big things, but for the most part, she seems to be the type of person that says, let me put my defenses up first because I don't have the energy to deal with everything all the time as much as these kids are.
Right.
Well, speaking on that whole, we've been dealing with Gigi for so long. It's nice to know that like the Gigi situation is finally closed after like what 8-9 episodes.
Right.
Not officially. We just have a band-aid on it. It's not officially done yet.
Yep.
It's pretty much over. Like the main part of it is done. Like the house is not getting destroyed anymore. He's not going out like terrorizing whenever he transforms. Like it's back to like normal Dan stuff, like where like new monsters are gonna appear, and it might be like, I mean, not it could last more than like 2 episodes, but I'm assuming they're gonna go back to normal Dan where it's just gonna be like an episode or 2 problem here or there.
I think Gigi is gonna show up on the last episode with doing something, or they're gonna have, bro. You know what they're gonna do? You know what they're gonna do? The final episode, we're gonna get to Okarun and Gigi's fight because the day is gonna come up, and it's gonna be the last couple of seconds, and they're preparing the fight, and then we gotta wait for how many months was it before we got season 2?
Oh gosh.
Like it's gonna be like that, dude. Because when
I'd
Momo
like to
got
say
grabbed,
you're wrong.
you know what's gonna happen, Brock. You know what's
I'd
gonna
like
happen.
to say you're wrong, but I don't think you are.
I was like, bro, when's it coming out? I'm ready. Oh my gosh, dude. It was so annoying. Squall, we cannot hear you. What did you say? Not saying anything. So, yeah.
Oh shit.
Now get that cold sauce guy.
We having technical difficulties. His mic's messing up.
Yeah.
Who's gonna say a bad word?
Gotta be cold sauce.
Or maybe Brockstrap. He was talking.
I said enough bad words the other day.
That's great.
I let a no word come out during Squall stream.
Yeah, what does that read? He's the.
Huh?
Oh, this is such bullshit.
Me?
Such bullshit.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A
A
bullshit?
bullshit.
There we go.
Alrighty. We haven't talked about episode 10 though. That new dude. That guy's great. I don't know what's going on with him. That dude's weird. But we do have another, I guess, alien guy this time around, or a kaiju. He's a kaiju guy. He had a Gundam and stuff, so he's a kaiju guy or a sci-fi guy versus
A Super
Okarun is a
Sentai?
UFO. Sure. No, the Sentai is the Sentai
Power
is
Rangers.
yeah. That thing looked like a Gundam looking thing. I mean, then again, it did kind of look like a Mega Droid, so I don't know.
Can we talk about how freaking hilarious it was that, like, the alien and his son took off in the UFO literally to go, like, a block down the street? I fucking love that.
A hyperspeed drive went off, and then
It's like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh, he's just right down the street. Okay. Because they said he's going back to... And I'm like, oh, he just took off out of space. Okay. I wonder when they'll be back. And then they were back immediately. And
I missed that
I don't
part.
know. It was super funny.
That does sound like Dan fashion, though. Not gonna lie.
Oh, dude, it was super funny. I'm just like, okay, I guess that was the thing, sure.
What's it called? I did want to talk about like Gigi, like being like evil eye mode, and he's
fucker.
normal. Like he's not terrorizing stuff. What do you guys think about him being like somewhat under control, like not terrorizing anymore as evil eye?
I think it's pretty funny. Like the amount of self-control that the evil eye is putting on himself just to not like burst out and try to destroy everything and everyone. But then also like still being himself, talking like to the rest of the class, and then they're all like, oh, like he's like, I'm gonna kill them all, or like he'll just say something so off color from what Gigi would say that but they still believe it's Gigi, even though he looks entirely different and is just. I don't know if they think he's like going through some edgelord shit or what. I don't. It's just funny.
I think it's I'm kind of reminded of 3 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Like we know that like JoJo. I know. I don't think you guys have ever watched JoJo. But
Watched all the
Jotaro
way to the end of Jotaro.
Okay, so you know about like the fact that apparently Jotaro has always been different, but then just randomly he became the guy we know him to be. That calm,
Right.
that serious, angry kid. And so it seems to me that they kind of think like he's kind of taken the route of Jotaro, where he's just got angry out of nowhere. He's starting to say things he would normally do. Also, if I remember correctly, they can't see the spiritual stuff. They have no idea what's going on with that. Only ones who would know would be Momo and anyone who's touched the golden ball.
Oh, so to them, he still looks exactly like Chi-Chi normally would.
Yeah, and there was another explanation for why people don't know when stuff's happening. It's basically when stuff happens around them, the human brain tries to figure out what happened and try to put it to something that makes sense to them. So not being able to see it is a big deal. Of course, you got to wonder when a building explodes or a person gets attacked by the monster, why they don't know what's happening. It's kind of weird.
Right.
That's what I know was said during the train episode.
Gotcha.
Had a cook. Squall, shoot. You look. You have something to say.
No, sounds about right. Yeah, I do remember them saying that like they didn't like you can't really see spiritual stuff unless you have like spiritual energy. And I don't remember when exactly they said that, but they do usually say stuff like that and like across
Yeah,
the other different animes. Like I think Bleach is like an anime that does that too, where you can't see spiritual stuff if you don't have any spiritual powers.
Yeah. Why normal people can't see the hollows or whatever on Bleach?
Mhm. Or the Soul Reapers, that type of stuff. But I think like that whole G like evil eye coming out is pretty nice. I like it. Like he's completely in self-control. Like I think when you guys brought it up, like even his clothes didn't rip off. So that was like a really nice sign that he's like somewhat becoming like a good guy, like he's becoming somewhat in control.
Right.
It was pretty cool to see that like Okarun actually even saw that like this is what he has fun with, like killing, destroying and stuff, and that Okarun became that unkillable object possibly, for him to become a good guy. And that we're seeing the fruits of his labor actually coming to fruition, I guess the term is. Like his clothes are not ripping off. He's out there in the real world having fun with different stuff, like they have soccer in PE, or the school team, is doing soccer practice, and like while in evil eye form he's like, oh shit, let me hop in this, he goes in and starts kicking the ball around with the kids, like, he's got like superpowers, so it's more like he's just taking the ball. Yeah, he's just taking the ball from them, yeah. So like that's kind of cool to see. And then like Momo's kind of like at first like he's got his clothes on still, so maybe we'll try to see if he can fit into our world, So like even she's willing to take a chance, but like once like he's like trying to learn in school and like eating with his hands and all that stuff, like Momo's like, all right, let's bring him back, bro. And then like all the hot foods are in, warm foods and liquids are all sold out in the vending machine. So it's just like classic Dan. Whatever you need is not gonna work. So that stuff was pretty cool to see. I liked it. I liked it a lot. But then while it was actually kind of funny because like what my question was answered like an episode later. Like while I was like watching all this, like him like Evil Eye assimilating into normal society, I was like thinking, wait a minute. I've been so caught up with like this whole Gigi problem. Did we ever solve what happened with Okarun's second nut? And then like here it comes showing up an episode
Right.
later.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting that that got referenced.
Yeah.
Because yeah, it was something that. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
To finally go back to it because I'm sitting there like, yeah, I completely forgot about that.
Mhm.
I wonder what's gonna happen though to his powers though if he ever gets the other one back. If he, I wonder if he's gonna get it back.
Yeah, I mean,
You got that new
Like-
guy.
he didn't get any more powerful with his first nut back, right? He just wanted it back, right?
Pretty much.
Did it say he was going to lose them, or lose the powers?
No.
I mean, the idea is that like right now he's trying to get his powers back, and the reason they're not there, it also allows him to have his powers in the first place. So I imagine if he got the second one back, his powers would go at some point, or because that's the thing that was separating them is gone now. So
Right.
something's got to happen there. Yeah. So I'm trying
Wait,
to get my hand.
Okarun's powers?
He's got his powers right now, but like he got the first one back, and I imagine if he gets the second one, like the power system that was on him, it should go away because again, Granny's power is the reason it's separated.
Oh, they're holding her powers hostage until he gets his stuff back.
More like she's holding herself hostage because she's the reason his balls are missing.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's called. But I lost my train of thought. Damn. I think the rest is gonna be spoilers for Brockstrap.
It might be, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Oh,
not-
episode
But there's only one episode left, though, right? That I'm
I
behind
think
on.
it's two.
Oh, is it
yeah,
two?
Two
yeah.
episodes.
All right,
I think there's.
Well, it's two
I can
episodes
bounce
left
out
in
and do
the
my own
season.
thing.
It's called. I mean, there wasn't too much shown in the next episode. It's just we get this introduction to a new character, like kind of a short, chubbier character with glasses, nerdy and stuff, who looks like he's into.
Oh, yeah, he came at the end, right? At the end of the one episode, he was talking to Okarun or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I don't remember that part.
Yeah, at the very, very end of the last episode I saw. I know who you're talking about.
Okay, yeah. So he's like in the like. There's a lot of spotlight on him. Like, it's basically like him, kind of not being jealous of Okarun or idolizing him. It's more on the lines of idolizing him because like he's like
Right.
observing Okarun, and he
It's
notices.
like, how the hell are you a nerd like me, but you got this bag with the two pretty girls, right? Or something.
Yeah, he's like, dude, how are you so how is he so popular with the ladies and stuff like that?
Right, that was, I mean, that's only an inference on my part. I don't think I saw any dialogue or anything, but yeah, I'm just like, okay, he's another nerdy looking dude. He's probably looking at the situation like, how the hell?
Yeah,
Mm.
and he's
Yeah.
got similar interests too, because like he's reading magazines, kind of like Okarun was
Gotcha.
like throughout the show, and like I think he's reading into like
Yeah, I
aliens
never
and stuff.
understood. I never understood how the girls at the school was calling that dude cool. He seemed so fucking weird when he walked in that class.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I think his confidence is raising, so therefore he's becoming more because he has do certain actions like when Ira started that rumor saying that Momo was the slut, he got uppity with that one bully, like, hey, what are you saying about her? You know, and so they're
Right.
seeing the change in Okarun over time, and so he's probably not getting bullied as much. He's probably not dealing, and even then, girls are going to notice when other girls are looking at a specific person. So
Yeah.
they're probably saying some things, or they've seen some things. They're like, "Oh, what's up with this?" And they also know Ira and Momo do talk to Okarun a lot, so they're going to pay attention. Everyone's going to be paying attention to that.
Right.
So remember, also they were running through the school naked that one episode, so they're connected, even if it's based on that alone.
Right.
So I think.
Oh yeah, they got some rumors about that. I was in public high school. I know if they had a dude and a chick running through the halls naked together, I trust me, dude. They can't nobody convince anybody that they wasn't.
Did we all go to the public school system?
I don't know, but I know that they was hooking up according to rumor. I don't have to go to that school to know the rumor has it. They was hooking up.
Right.
I gotta say though, what was it? Shoot, why am I blanking? Holy crap! What is this, dude? Help me out, guys. My mind just went blank on me.
What are you doing?
Yeah, go ahead,
Laughing at
I'll
my
take it.
accent?
So
Go ahead, go
basically, episode 10 is so they go into more of that nerdy guy. He gets a lot of limelight there. And then basically another like a kaiju shows up. It's like this dinosaur looking thing. Well, at first it's like Okarun's second nut appears, and they try to go chase it down, blah blah blah. And then once they finally defeat whatever it is, like at first it's like it just looks like it's floating, and then it hits like Momo and Okarun, and then like when Okarun gets hit, he's like, oh, there's an actual body there, I can feel it, you know. And then when they finally defeat it, it's like a dinosaur looking Godzilla, like a short little Godzilla looking thing, like and then like Okarun's like, oh, it's a kaiju, blah blah blah. And then like as they're like walking down to go retrieve the nut from it, like Okarun looks back, like they blasted it out of a hole in the building, and like they were looking down at it through the hole in the building, like a couple stories. And then when they like walk away because they're gonna go walk downstairs, they like look back, and Okarun sees a giant eyeball in the hole that they just blasted the dude out of, looking back, and like basically it just grew a shit ton of like 10 times like bigger, and that was basically the end of the episode. So this is not too much you guys missed, but we're back to like normal Dan stuff, you know.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Episode 9 is where the big stuff is at. But episode 10 was pretty cool because like there was a scene where basically like Momo comes rushing into Okarun's classroom. I forget what the reason was, but then like the class rep, the class president, something like that, is like defending Okarun, like, Momo, why are you always here talking to him, blah blah blah, like you don't need to, he's not comfortable with you. And then like Momo's like, Okarun, is this true? And like Okarun's like, no, what the fuck? Like and then like Momo's like, yeah, see, he said it right now. And then it becomes like these two girls like bickering at each other. It looks like they're both kind of fighting over Okarun a little bit, so it furthers like that nerdy guy's like observations of Okarun, like, yo, he's really popular with the ladies, what's his secret, you know? And then like after that whole scene's over with, like Okarun's like, yeah, I'm sorry, Momo, I don't know what the fuck happened there. And then like Momo's like, well, you're cool now. And then like Okarun's like, what? I did it.
Free.
And then like the way he said it was like so nerdy. Like and then like even like Momo was like laughing. It's like, that was so you. So it was pretty cool. Like that is kind of like every nerd's dream to like be cool, you know. So I can emphasize with him there.
I do like, it's kind of funny though that like, you know, we never see the class rep ever before, and then like, oh, why are you always barging into our room? Where were you before when he was getting picked on? Why are you talking to him now? what's going on? You know? I'm like, ain't the way, dude. The way.
Yeah, that's facts. We all know what's really going on here. You want a little more than that. That's what we really see here.
Mm-hmm.
But then, what was the? Did you see the conclusion that the nerdy guy came to on how Okarun's getting so many girls?
Spicy talk.
Yeah.
Spicy talk. I was like, really, dude? Come on now. But like, to be fair, they were saying it a lot. Like, you can't deny that. So it's just like, what was he to think? I guess because they kept confirming what he thought was wrong, or what he was wrong about.
Yeah, I guess you got a point. Like, I guess when you like as a guy with like no game looking into a guy talking to girls, you know, he's probably looking in the wrong spots. Cause like if you look at a boyfriend and a girlfriend talk, you know, they're probably like doing some like what's the word, pillow talk? Like they're probably flirting pretty hard, you know, like when they're talking with each other. You know, so you're probably looking at the wrong source as a guy trying to learn how to get girls when you're looking at a boyfriend and a girlfriend talk. You know,
Right.
They're probably like 5-10 steps into the relationship already talking that when you should be looking like 5 to 10 steps prior to where they are at. You know. So I've definitely came to that conclusion before and have been wrong and tested this hypothesis out and realized, nope, don't do that. No, that's not working.
Nope. Unless you're cold sauce, why I say that on a regular basis. On a regular basis. Anyway, I don't know. It was kind of cool seeing. I'm glad to see a new character though, because I do want to know like how does he tie it. You know what though? He's never touched the ball, but he's seen everything. He sees everything. Now then
That's
again,
true.
the gold. No, he saw the kaiju. He saw the kaiju. Never touched it. I guess you could say he got slapped, but again, getting slapped alone doesn't mean anything either. So. The idea that he can see it, and at least we could also say Okarun. At least we could have the excuse of Turbo Granny, but like this dude has no form of ghosts or spirits that we even know about. No training or anything, and knowing UFOs alone would not allow you to see UFOs. Otherwise, Okarun would have seen them a long time ago.
Maybe.
Yeah. The only thing I could think of is Ira got. How did she see Momo's ghost powers? Was it because she got hit, or was it because she was in possession of the ball?
Because she was in possession of the ball.
And then how did Gigi see all the aliens under like that in that sinkhole? Because he was never hit or had the ball. Just out of nowhere, he just started seeing it.
Well, I've got 3 ideas that's going on here. So we have the evil eye and the evil eye worm that's constantly around him. You've got the Keto family, and he learned from Momo years back when they were kids about the energy up thing that she was doing. Her grandma taught her. So it's possible that he did all 3 of those things combined allowed him to see the spirits there. Plus, you know, Santa Ayase said he's a genius, so it's possible he already had a very strong energy presence as a whole.
Okay. So the only logical conclusion I can come to here is that this dude has like some strong energy presence of his own, just not explained, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Besides that, is there any other cool moments in the show that we could talk over about? or in that episode?
Not really. I mean, literally, it's just that guy is weird. That dude was singing. He was singing and walking. He was doing his whole routine, flipping his hair up, and I'm sitting there like, bro, if you do this every day, how are you fat? like for real. That dude's moving every single way, posing, moving, and everything. Like, how is he fat, dude? It's crazy.
Caloric intake versus caloric burn. Maybe he's just eating a ton. If you take more calories than you burn, then
I hope so, my guy. 'Cause as locked in as he is when he was on Okarun, we barely saw him doing any form of eating. Anyway, I don't have anything else to talk about. Brockstrap, do you have something else to talk about?
like what in particular?
Oh, you got anything more to say about episode 9? Or about the guy, or what's your expectations for the guy?
I don't really have any expectations from him. I don't know. Anytime you see something similar or a new character similar to that of the main character, like he seems pretty similar to Okarun in many fashions. They don't last long, right? They're kind of like just a character we'll see for maybe a few episodes, and then we won't see him again. So I don't really have any expectations from him. It might be one of those that breaks the mold and says, yeah, sure, we'll keep him around, and then we'll basically have fat Okarun. But I don't know, man. I don't see it going super duper far. If you guys are saying that he can see that kaiju looking thing, then that to me kind of suggests that he might stick around a bit longer. But
yeah, just to me, it's like every new character that's been involved with any type of alien ghost activity, like with the main cast, they usually have powers or are sticking around as well sometime later.
But the pink hair girl, Ari or whatever,
Ira, yeah,
she's back here and there, but she's not like the main. She took a big sit out for a little while. Because she was relevant during when she got her powers, and then she was gone for like 7, 8, 9 episodes, and then she came back eventually, but...
Yeah. Well, like, Ira and Gigi are the only two that were ever to be involved with like an alien or ghost adventure. Right. And they both have powers now.
My other thoughts are, Ira has not Okarun to hang out with now. It's like, obviously, Okarun and Momo are destined for each other. But is this, I don't know. Like, it would be a good way for her. Right. So it'd be, you've seen it like 3 or 4 times now. It's pretty apparent.
Yeah.
I think Ira needs something to distract herself away from Okarun. And if this guy can be that thing for her. I don't know if she's going for Okarun because of Okarun, or if she, like, I can't quite remember what attracted her to him in the first place. Maybe this other guy has that thing she's looking for, and is also somewhat nerdy looking.
I think it's more of the fact that Okarun is a hero through and through, and so he says something kind of the idea of, I would have saved you regardless of how I felt about you.
Right.
And so...
Oh, that could be it, yeah.
And I think that's what hit her, but I think she's also kind of realizing, like, how she truly feels about him, and I think she says during the episode, I'm gonna go with 8, she's like, why am I not my usual self with him? What's going on here?
Right.
And I think she's starting to realize, like, hey, no, this guy's not really into me, but I'm not really into him as much as I thought I was. I think that's what we're seeing. Because before that fight had happened, she was normal, but afterwards, she's like, wait a minute, something's different. Something feels off. I don't feel the same. I wouldn't say she's lost respect for him, but something has happened, and she's aware of it now.
Okay. Well, all I'm saying is I'm predicting that the new character introduced, he's gonna have powers, because he's involved.
I see that. He becomes like Granny.
One part on episode 9 I forgot about that I wanted to bring up that I thought was absolutely hilarious was after like basically Gigi goes home, right? And Ira says her goodbyes and she starts heading out, and then like Momo and Okarun, they're saying goodbye, and then Momo's like, "That's it? Don't you want to say anything else?" And like starts poking him and stuff, like trying to get like an "I love you" out of him or something like that. I don't know what she wants. That to me, that's what I'm expecting. And then like it just like points the camera at Ira, and then just instantly turns around. "Hey, I know what you're doing. Get away from my man!" Blah blah blah. And then they start arguing. That shit took me out, bro. I watched that part twice. That shit was hella funny.
Yeah. I don't have anything else to say.
All right, we can start looking at some
On
gaming stuff. We're gonna check out QA Gamer's website. Check out what new gaming titles are gonna be launched. So we'll start the gaming segment.
Kelta, you can speak now. You are a
Word of all time, man.
No, it's something that happened to Secret Cold Sauce's Discord. I think.
No, remember when he put me in timeout in his server, and then to stop me from posting those pics?
Yeah,
and then it kicked me out of the voice chat.
In my thing, man.
GM.
Y'all didn't think that was funny?
I just added like a dozen people, dude, and like at least half of them were like friends. Like I'm pretty tight with these people. None of them know Squall Run. And then they get in this server, and Squall's just posting feet after feet after feet.
You're exaggerating, bro. Not after feet. It was only like 6 pics.
It was like 6 pictures. Exactly. It was 6 fucking pictures. It was 6 pairs of feet. That's 12 fucking feet, dude. That's a foot for every person I added that day.
You guys are exaggerating, bro. It wasn't that bad. There was no nudity involved.
And then I had to come in with the good stuff.
What did you come in with? That brown-haired girl was something special, dog.
Like, so it's also over here. On the I'm not gonna say what because we're on YouTube. But anyway, Cold Sauce is being himself that time.
Alright, let's see. So today is September 7th. No new releases today. But we did get some in the past few days. A lot on September
we gotta talk about Rematch right quick.
What's over Rematch? Oh, Rematch.
Bro, these new running mechanics, bro. Look, I'ma just jump right into it. These new running mechanics. This is the type of shit that pisses me off whenever video game developers start fucking, they get in their shit and they like, man, we should make the game more realistic. If it's more realistic, people are gonna want to play it more. And they fucking, half of them don't know what the fuck realistic shit is because they went and they fucked up with the physics mechanics on the people in the game Rematch. For those of y'all that don't know, viewers, Rematch is a soccer game, basically, all right? But they try to make it more realistic, and now my dude is running like a fucking fat ass who ain't never played sports before in his fucking life. He can't make a turn worth of shit when he's barely jogging. I'm telling you, it's so fucking dumb. Like these, like, okay, the person I'm playing as, I had to create a soccer player, not a fucking dude who's never played any sport ever. Why the fuck can't my dude run right and turn right and fucking keep possession of the ball. It's so fucking stupid. It's the opposite of realistic.
Yeah, they definitely made the game a lot harder now. Like especially when you do the extra effort or the sprint, like it's so much harder to turn now for some reason. It feels like I'm driving a car instead of running
Like,
as a
don't
person.
you understand what I'm saying, right? Like you've played sports. Like you get what I'm saying? Like when you got your dude sprinting and you try to turn just a little bit, I should be able to turn 1 degree on any fucking step while running. At a whole degree. Any fucking dumbass that's hardly ever ran, never, and blind in one eye could fucking turn a degree on any step full sprint, no problem. My dude can't fucking do it. I gotta make like a whole fucking 45-degree turn damn near just to get this motherfucker to actually turn his body in a full sprint.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's like they slowed down how fast you can turn while sprinting by like down to like 10% speed.
No, yeah, for real. There's no point in sprinting in the whole game no more. Damn near, because you getting caught no matter what. If you got the ball, you are the slowest thing in existence. There are snails in the grass that are passing you up. It's good, and I keep on saying like fat asses and people that never played sports. I'm not like fucking talking shit about those people, but if you're gonna make a fucking sports game where you play as athletes, I need to be playing as an athlete. I know what it's like to fucking perform at this level, or not even this high of a level, you know, because these dudes are making some fucking awesome kicks that I ain't making. But what I'm saying is, I should be able to run. I shouldn't be able to feel like Hunter Bro in real life can run better than the character on the sports game that I'm playing.
Yeah, he's got some
level Garfield Part 2. We should check that out. I don't know,
but
I want to see it.
But Rematch did come out with crossplay though now with their new update. So there's some good with the bad that they did in the new update. I mean, they changed the physics and the mechanics, or the physics of the mechanics, I should say. And but now everyone can play together now. PlayStation, Xbox, PC. Like, I mean, there was a workaround between PC and Xbox, but now you don't need the workaround. Now everyone can all just play, like, all the time now together.
Oh yeah, because I got a notification and it was like people with PC can play with you now, and I was like, I've been playing with Small. Like, what the fuck?
Well, because like we were using the Xbox app. Like I downloaded the game through the Xbox app. There's an Xbox app on PCs and laptops and stuff.
Right.
Like most games that I download are from Steam, but like the Xbox app does have games you can play and download. But I barely use it, but I've been using it now more since I got Rematch.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
So Garfield Part 2, All You Can Drift.
What?
Look that up real quick. Garfield Part 2, All You Can Drift.
Is that one of the on the list here?
It's a low firefighter simulator.
Garfield.
Part
what 2?
Part with a K.
Oh. And then you said something about drift?
All You Can Drift. Oh, right there.
What does what look like?
I want to see some gameplay if they got any trailers, anything.
Oh, it's coming out?
You didn't see it on the list?
Oh no,
Yeah, it's coming out.
Oh, here we go. Okay, it's coming out on the 10th. All right, here's some gameplay from Steam on Garfield Kart 2. All You Can Drift.
Lame. But the lamest I've seen the other one. It was that good. This music is not. It's just making it sound way better than it actually is. Like,
no, this is Neji for Real's music. This isn't the actual game music.
I don't know. Let's just be letting cat is back.
Yeah, I'm choosing not to do audio from the trailers to avoid copyright.
That thing looks pretty good.
This is Mario Kart, bro.
Crick's back.
Drifting looks pretty good. Drifting looks pretty good. I'm feeling that. I might get this. I'm interested.
This is.
I care about drifting in S Racer. Look at split screen too. Hey,
Bro, this is Brock. Back me up here. This is Mario Kart.
I gotta look at it real quick.
This reminds me more of a. I don't know if you guys played that Sonic racing game. It kind of reminds me more of that. Mario Kart's got a more of a stiffer drift compared to any Sonic racing game. And Crash Team Racing has got the loosest drifting in the game. So it's somewhere in between that, I'd say.
So it's basically Mario Kart with a little bit more drifting.
You could say that, I guess.
Watch, once you see the gameplay, Brock, it looks exactly like Mario Kart.
This feline cat is back.
See, you got the items, just like Mario Kart.
It looks more like that shitty Xbox free-to-play kart game.
Well, look, I mean, kart gaming is like a genre. It's not all like you can't look at every fucking kart game and then be like they're copying off of Mario Kart. Okay, cool, but the game is fun because Diddy Kong Racing is way better than Super Mario Kart.
It's cool that they brought back like a couch, like multiplayer.
I love me a deep cut drift like that when you're like right.
I didn't know there was enough characters in Garfield to make a kart game off of it.
Yeah,
I always thought it was just like John, the cat, the dog, and the John's girlfriend or whatever.
We had a couple shows. And
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If I had to go with one of those old comics or cartoons or whatever you call those things, I would have went with like the Peanuts.
I think they've got a kart driver racer.
I wouldn't be surprised.
No way. There's really a Peanuts kart racer, like with Charlie Brown and all
they
that.
got one. I feel like they got one, or at least the dog.
Jamie, pull it up. Somebody, Jamie, pull this up.
You know who Jamie is, right? I feel like they got one though. It wouldn't surprise me. I know DreamWorks.
We got one. Brock was a good Jamie until he started using fucking ChatGPT and Grok, and we kept getting fucking weird ass answers like Kyle Ken is a fucking technique. The hell?
I wonder why the AI was right about that. Oh man, that's crazy.
Nah, I would
the opposite of right. The word you're looking for is wrong.
Yeah. Define your meaning of right, because I don't think we have the same definition.
I mean, the AI taking information
well,
straight
right
where
at the direction,
information
yeah,
comes
you're
from,
right.
and then repeating it back to me. Like, oh hey, this is like 7 different sources why it says Kaioken's the technique and not a transformation. And then I'm like, oh,
7 different wrong sources.
Right.
Well, yeah, 7 different wrong sources. That's the problem.
Probably. It only regurgitating information that's out there.
NHL physics.
Because but the saddest part is that you had to look it up because the thing is called a Kaioken transformation. And when he does it, he transforms.
Technique straight from King Kai in the fucking anime.
He called in the show. He calls it the Kaioken transformation. Fucking all. He's never called it a technique. I don't think. And then also he transforms when he does it.
That's the thing. You're not even sure because you just had to say I don't think. I know he's transformation.
I know for
a fact you said it.
When he does it,
because I'm fucking in the middle of. Shut up, Squall. You know what I meant.
We're not in the Dragon Ball.
But he transforms.
Hey, we're not in the Great Nimbus debates. Let's save that for Great Nimbus debates. All right, today we're talking about Deep Rock Galactic Survivor.
Is that really one of the titles?
That's right there.
I think I just saw it. Oh, here we go.
Last week, you're talking about like being a survivor as Luffy.
On the 17th, we got Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. All right, we got a trailer.
Full screen, Paul.
But is that the thing that what's the company Ninja? What's the company that made No Man's Sky?
No idea. Look it up, JB.
They're making. I don't know if it came out already or if it's gonna come out. I'm pretty sure I brought this up already, actually. But they're making a game where like there's a whole planet Earth that you play on, like built to scale.
I don't like those white tadpole things he's shooting at him.
That's her mom.
It's like a roguelike. So. It's alright. It looks like the average You know what? It looks like a phone game I've played. There's a lot of phone games that like this. But it is a roguelike, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really seem like my type of game. So he's a miner. Once the drop pod releases you into the oppressive darkness, you're on your own. Complete the mission objectives set forth by the company and make it back to the drop pod in time to try your luck at even more deadly and lucrative encounters. Progress deeper and deeper into the planet while you grow even stronger. Survive all the way to the very end of your assignment and finally get extracted alongside your hefty sack of loot. Yeah, sounds about right.
You can play test it, guys.
Huh?
Play test at the top.
It's SM?
This is play test up. That's all I was saying.
Oh, there's a play test. So there's demo.
Maybe. 8. It's above Deep Rock Galactic Survivor.
Oh, Escape.
Oh.
Watch trailer.
Gotcha.
I haven't seen a skate game in I don't know how long.
That's because they've been sucking ever since Skate 1, 2, and 3 came out. Everybody started trying to do that stick thing. Fucking made it more realistic and it fucking dumb. It's a video game. Go back to Tony Hawk 2. That was the best.
I wonder if they got that game mode where you gotta hurt yourself in different ways.
Yeah, Hall of Meat was awesome. I'll give Skate that. Hall of Meat was awesome.
Oh yeah. It looks like it's an MMO style this time. Are people just
That's kind of how Skate 3 was supposed to be, but they didn't really do it right.
Yeah, there was a multiplayer one that I played with some friends. I didn't really like it though. It wasn't that fun.
Build your own stuff? Hey, I like that. Is that from Wii Sports Deluxe?
Oh, the music? Yeah, it's a trap remix by Neji for Reals.
Hey, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, I'll send you the link.
I'm talking about the skate thing. I am feeling the song. They got a free to play. Next free to play, 16th September. All right, let's go. The QA Gamer. Shout out to QAGamer.com. His name's Charm City on Rumble. Check him out. Throw him a follow. Check out his website.
I think I got him already.
Let's check out Splatterbot.
Platoon.
Echo.
Echo. It's cold sauce.
Marco Polo.
Wait, whoa, my bad.
Cool multiplayer.
I fixed it.
Kind of cool.
Looks like. It's like Splatoon. Cover the map,
Splatoon.
your color.
Minigame Splatoon.
No, pretty much.
It's like a
Power
territory
up.
war kind of thing. Get the most color on the map. That's your color.
Why do you look like one of those like trash cans that you like the AI trash cans that roam around people's house? I think it's called a Roomba or something.
Oh, the cleaner moving thingies.
Yeah. You one of those?
This
I think my
game
dog is
came
trying to tell you what
out 4 days ago. Looks like it's on PC. I don't know what other platforms it's on. It looks kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. This looks like a fun time waster. Let's see, about $9. Then $22 for the
Try
bundle.
out the demo.
Oh, this looks like a fun party game to play with, like when friends are coming over. I'll play this. I'll buy this and play this.
Oh yeah, you gonna invite us to your condominium or whatever it's called?
Not you, but yes.
Yeah, I feel that.
Why would you not invite me? I'm the one bringing bitches.
That's why.
Jet Runner.
I don't want bitches over.
Oh yeah, that's true. Ninja don't like to take his mask off around women.
Doesn't like to take its mask off, period.
There.
Nah, I'm playing. That'd be sick. Invite you guys all over one day.
Dying Light, I guess. You want to look at that?
Which one?
Whenever we all go to Squalls, let's stream like the whole thing.
Nah,
Dying Light
stream. Dying Light.
Yeah,
there's a new
like
Dying
an actual
Light.
IRL stream.
Oh, there's a new Dying Light.
Yeah. Stabbing a zombie in the head with a flashlight.
Ooh,
Yeah, this game was pretty
my
popular,
kind of
wasn't
zombie
it?
game.
Or the series, at least.
I think so. Played it though. Fermented on zombies. Invisi-zombie. Zombie.
I'm getting Resident Evil
Zombie.
vibes. Oh, it's
Barbo?
first person.
Lame.
Oh hell nah, bro. This game would scare the shit out of me. I'm pretty sure this game's got some good jump scares for sure.
Wait, what y'all? Oh, y'all watching a scary game now?
Yeah, we're looking at the new Dying Light trailer.
Killing zombies in style.
Never seen a drive-by as while shooting down zombies before.
Gotcha.
Zombie mode.
Oh, that game already came out, August 22. What the hell? I swear it wasn't that far out. Or is this, we got more?
Maybe he hasn't updated it in a while.
Where was it? It was like Dying Light. Yeah, maybe that's an old trailer. They pushed back the release date to September 19th. When does Dying Light the Beast come out? September 19th. No, he had it right. It's just the trailer had it wrong. It's an old release date, probably. Jelly Troops? It looks like an RPG.
It's a MOBA, or it's
Well, it's on Steam, so it has to be available on PC as well.
Oh.
Damn, Reggie, this shit heat.
Never mind. This doesn't really look like an RPG. I'm not sure what to classify this as.
League.
It does kind of look like League, just without battling people. Hey, there is some fighting in there.
Ally or enemy? I guess they're attacking your ally, so it doesn't matter. I can't say I'm interested in this, but
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm
too
getting some
interested in it
Pikmin
either.
vibes.
Pikmin League vibes.
Hmm.
It's definitely a strategy game, that's for sure.
Yeah. This looks like a Switch only game with maybe a phone game. Do better on the mobile market, I'm certain. Play troops.
All right, let's check out one last game. Well, that game comes out on September 17th. If everyone's interested, it's on Switch and PC. All right, what game do you guys want to check out next?
Sonic Crossworlds I played, if you want to check that out.
I do. You were recommending me to get this game.
Let's try out the beta at least. The beta was pretty good. You got cars to race on. I think they're probably gonna add bikes at some point. They got skateboards.
This shit heat.
I never heard of that green guy before, Jet.
It's from Sonic Riders. So, from what my experience is, you're going to at least ride through on each race is going to have at least 1 to 2 tracks in it, and so you're going to have to deal with that in every single race. If you're doing like a Grand Prix, it's probably going to be start on each world at some point. You will complete at least that world, at least within the full race, but you will be traveling to another one in the process of that. Staying in first isn't the hardest thing in the world, but like it's just getting there that's the hardest thing, because you'll get hit by everything, dude. You get to customize your cars or your board, and your character isn't linked to your car, but like you want to have a character with your car. They have like benefits for that.
Oh, they added Pac-Man in this.
Yeah.
Is there items lined up like in Mario Kart and in that Garfield
Yeah.
kart?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like Mario Kart.
Yeah. Like Mario Kart.
Oh yeah, I saw the items. Oh shit. Yeah, I'd rather get this game than the Garfield one. But I never really thought Garfield was cool. Sonic, I feel like, is actually somewhat cool. And you know, like I gotta give support to Sonic since they fixed the Sonic they made in the movies.
Yeah, that was all Paramount though.
Probably gonna
I'm
get
not sure if that was Sega.
Probably gonna get like this one. It's crossplay, so
Oh,
y'all do decide.
That was,
you know.
that whole fixing Sonic thing. That whole thing was done on purpose. They did it shitty, like they put out this shitty version so that people could have something to bitch about, so that they would go and fix it, like because they knew they'd bitch about it. They already had that shit. They just wanted the people to be like, oh shit, they listening to us because don't know. That shit was, if I'm right.
I can see it be that way. Yeah. Oops.
Crossplay does
Minecraft,
make
thumbs
it
up.
very likely that I would like it more. Cause that way we can play with like Xbox and PS5 people and shit like that.
I think it's coming on PlayStation 4 as well. About like 30 FPS. I
Oh.
remember they said something about 8 to 12 racers as a whole. So we could kind of do something like what's it called? If we all decide to get it, we could possibly do something similar to Chili does with on a Wednesday.
Okay.
Idea. Regardless, that is it for the gaming segment, guys. I believe this time it is Squall Rush's turn to think of an anime. You'd be thinking about that.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Oh,
Then it'll be Brock's turn.
What was the last one Brock came up with?
Boost the ranking.
That was recent.
Okay.
And Cold Sauce had Overlord. I had Apothecary, so it's your turn.
Okay. All right, I'll think of something. I can't think of something off the top of my head right now, but I'll think of something. Yeah. All right, guys. That is it for today's episode of the podcast. What was that?
I didn't know we was closing out. I was gonna say I just got cleavage pick while she's biting her lip, so I kind of need to send.
Anyway, Squall Rush, she's doing the outro. And what's your favorite part of the podcast?
Favorite part of the podcast, probably some Dan to Dan discussion. But yeah, hit that linktree/Squall Rush. Got all my other links, my other platforms that I be posting stuff and streaming on there. It's got my Discords and my Guilded in there. Guilded's kind of dead, not gonna lie, ever since Roblox took it over. So Discord's went mainly where I'm chatting around off screen. Other than that, no real new announcements. Probably gonna work on some Blue Lock episodes, or not Blue Lock, rematch episodes with Brockstrap and Hunter here. And then I'm gonna try and make some decks, but it's kind of hard, not gonna lie, this time around. So we'll see if I can cook up something off-brand, off-meta. But besides that, outro question will be, which one of those games that we saw that you were like most likely to get? And I'm thinking that Splatoon looking one, that the one with the colors splashing everywhere. That one I'm likely to get, and Sonic Racing. All right, go ahead, Brockstrap, take it away.
Why you always lying?
Oxide 55. Come meet me over on Rumble. I'm on the other streaming platforms as well, like Kick, Twitch, and YouTube. But even right now, I'm doing a Rumble exclusive premium. So make sure to come check me out on Rumble. That's my home. So, and check us out on Thursdays. Squall and I are both streaming pretty much the same thing, different layouts and all, but we're doing our Soul Link challenge. So that's a pretty tough Pokemon challenge to run, especially when you have to consider teamwork and losses that might not be your own. He's lost some because of me and vice versa, so it's pretty rough, but we're doing it. It's pretty fun. So check us out on Thursdays for sure. And then I stream usually late into the nights on the weekend to try and get some extra stuff for the creator program. So favorite game, I don't know, I always like a good skating game, so I might be interested in that. Might have to look at it a little bit more. But yeah, the Hall of Meat. Favorite segment? I do like the Apothecary Diaries, actually. It was pretty good anime, so I'm happy that that's the one that we were recommended. Thank you, Ninja. And I'll make sure to watch that a little bit more.
What were you saying about Hall of Meat? Oh, that was Skate.
Oh, for Skate, yeah. No, there's funny videos back in the day of like Achievement Hunter, if you ever knew who they were. They were always doing some fun Hall of Meat videos.
That's actually the name of the folder in my phone where I keep all of my pictures that I send out.
Out of here.
Hall of Meat.
Out of here. Out of here. Out of here.
Oh, everybody shut the fuck up out there.
All right, so I am 7Ninja7. You can find me at Game Jolt Me and Rumble. Actually, lead you right back to my Rumble channel. I don't think I have any announcements other than Helldivers has officially dropped their Bug Planet homeworld, where everything is trying to kill you at all times. So come check out my streams. We're gonna probably be doing some of that stuff. Favorite segment has to be obviously Apothecary Diaries. I love me some Dan to Dan, but guys, Apothecary Diaries is one of those animes I haven't seen anything like it in a long time, so I was really enjoying it. So Apothecary Diaries for me. And game that I would probably get is going to be Skate, and obviously Sonic Crossworlds. I'm already interested in that. I hope to play it with the guys if they decide to get it. If they don't, it's what it is. I'm gonna be on there. That's what you can know for certain. So yeah. Cold sauce come.
Anyway, so my name's Secret Cold Sauce. You can find me here at Great Nimbus Debates, Nerding Out Podcast. You can find me sometimes on Twitch. Honestly, probably better off just like going to my channel and like looking at what. Cause you probably never gonna catch me live. I just be random as hell with that shit. I'm about to make a Streamlabs account. I've been about to make a Streamlabs account for about 2 weeks now. And I just really gotta open my laptop and do it. I'm just shit. But let me go get that right quick. I'm playing. So that is what I am do. I think things. And then so goodbye now.
All right.
Oh no, wait. My favorite part of the podcast was whenever I was reminding Brockstrap that the Kyle Can is a transformation.
All right.
It's okay. We
No
can be wrong
rebuttals needed.
sometimes.
No rebuttals
sorry that
needed.
you're the wrong
We're
one.
gonna end the podcast here. Otherwise, we're gonna get into another tangent for like an hour. But yeah.
No, we're gonna transform from live to not live, just like how go transform.
Make sure-
Anyway,
from
guys,
Facebook to
Make sure you all
Thanks.
check out the new guy or Star Mix that I'm rating. And we'll catch you guys not next Sunday because I'm gonna be out of town for the weekend. The next Sunday after that will be Great Nimbus Debates, the Dragon Ball debating podcast. So we'll see you guys in about 2 weeks for the GND stuff. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out, guys.
Okay, so
I'm hungry as fuck. I'm gonna go see if there's anything to eat real quick.